Hey, what's going on? You know who it is. You know what it is. All right, you guys, peep game. All right. Stan Van Gundy basically issued a statement saying that he thinks the NCAA and the NBA one-and-done rule is racist towards African-American men. Well, I couldn't agree more. I've always thought that. You know, I've said this on several occasions. If a man is old enough to sign up for the Army at age 18 and get an assault rifle put in his hands and is ordered to kill by his master sergeant, his lieutenant, or his captain fighting wars, then he should be old enough to earn a living as a professional NBA player. Look, as far as the one and done rule goes, it's like this. It doesn't mean you're going to develop to be a future Hall of Famer or NBA superstar. It really comes down to you and your skill set. Either you can play the game or you can't. And that's all it comes down to. Some people don't come to the NBA to play for 10, 12, 11 years. Some of them come to the NBA to purposely play 1 or 2 years, make a little bit of money, and then move on to something else, which is their right. Where you always have a dude that have a 3-year plan to stay in the NBA just to stay long enough to generate at least a couple of $1 million and, you know, basically invest his money and do other things with his money. That's, you know, that's his right, and God bless him. But at the end of the day, we already know, no matter how much people say they love LeBron James and they love certain NBA athletes, they don't love the fact that they're, you know, filthy rich in most cases. By the time some of these NBA players are 25, 26, 27, they have $100 million in the bank. And some people just can't handle that. They have a problem with seeing black men well off by the time they're 30, where they're possibly pretty much set for life if they invest their money and take care of their money. Now, in some cases, you know, these guys end up broke because they don't take care of their money. Antoine Walker didn't take care of his money. So, you know, Antoine Walker and quite a few other NBA players, you know, they're not doing too well. But then they have some that are doing well. They, you know what I'm saying? But me, myself, I think they should let these guys come out of high school. I don't think a guy should be forced to play 1 year of college basketball and just waste his time at a university if he doesn't want to go there. There will always be people that want to go to the NBA after, you know what I'm saying, one season. There will always be people that will want to go to the NBA right away. And you shouldn't rob them, because that's what you're doing, robbing them of that right. You're really basically robbing them of their constitutional right to earn a living. And that's all it comes down to. I've been saying this for the longest, okay? If a dude don't want to go to college, you can draft a dude and you can send him to a farm system. For everybody that failed, that came out of high school, what about the dudes that went to college? So it's tit for tat. As I said before, either you can play this game or you can't. One of the first things people bring up when these, you know, African-American athletes, when these brothers get in trouble or they have some kind of incident outside of basketball, that, you know, you listen to these talk shows, you always get the self-righteous, judgmental, you know, white motherfucker that'll come in here. First thing they come out, they mouth, oh, look how much money these guys are making. These guys are making so much. What do that have to do, you know what I'm saying, with him getting into a fight? What do that have to do with him, you know, having some kind of incident outside of basketball? Shit happens. But that's the first thing that come out of their mouth. But they don't say nothing about the white ones when they have incidents outside of the NBA. But people love to pass judgment on black people. People love to remind black people every day on the hour what they done did. You know, and as I said before, it is a blatant double standard. And don't come on here saying it ain't about race, because it's only 30 million of us here in the United States. You know what I'm saying? To what, 100 and something million, you know, the other people. So stop it. Stop trying to say it's not about color. You know, you already got the odds stacked against you when you trying to earn a regular living outside of the NBA, the NFL, or Major League Baseball, or boxing. You know, or the music industry. So for people to sit up here and say that it doesn't have nothing to do with color, you're a fucking idiot. You're a liar. If Stan Van Gundy can be man enough to tell the truth, then why can't you other people do it? Now, of course, if this had been somebody else, they would have tried to disregard, you know, they would have disregarded what he was trying to say. They would have said, oh, well, I just think he's race baiting and all these fake ass bullshit words that people, you know, white people love to make up to try to make black people feel guilty about, you know, expressing their views and basically telling it like, you know, telling it like it is. So yeah, Stan Van Gundy is 100% correct. Of course this shit is racist. Like I said, people love to worry about how much NBA players is making, but then when hockey players get in trouble, you don't see the people calling those talk shows, those sports radio stations, talking about how much a white hockey player make. You don't see them bitching about them MMA fighters like beating the shit out of their wives, but then they got something to say when it's somebody of color. And I'm going to keep exposing you motherfuckers and calling y'all out on that shit. So, it is what it is. Let me know what you think. I'm out.